In the words of the pride of Oakland's Pointer Sisters, who we will be covering in our fall course, I am so excited about my next brand new course on American music entitled Sweet Harmony. One could say that the story of popular music is one of great singers, but it's also the story of great vocal groups. In this course, we'll take a trip through 6 different eras and genres. We will look at and listen to in depth 24 legendary singing groups from the days of gospel and doo-wop through the pop era, whose power and style and passion gave us unforgettable records. We'll also listen and watch 3 or 4 songs each class from other singing groups who will be remembered for that one huge hit which still resonates to this day. With a nod to harmonies, vocal arrangements, and unmistakable and unforgettable trademark songs, this fun course promises to be much more than just a trip down memory lane. Now, a couple of things about the course. Firstly, this course excludes Motown groups, which are covered in my Motown course. It also excludes groups that play their own instruments. In other words, there will be no bands discussed in this course. But most importantly, after 2.5 years, we are finally back live at the Freight and Salvage. We'll be taking advantage of the wonderful stage and sound system and projector. And I'll be demonstrating live musical styles, harmonies, arrangements, chord progressions, rhythms. And we might have some live guests doing a tune or two from that golden era. Let's just get into the class real quick. Week 1, gospel and doo-wop music from the 40s, 50s, and early 60s. We talk about the legendary group The Soul Stirrers, featuring Sam Cooke. After the 1950s, he was a member of that group. We're also going to talk about the forever lasting Dixie Hummingbirds and the groups The Flamingos and The Platters, of course. A special tribute in week 1 goes out to the Jordanaires, who sang background on dozens of other artists' hits. Week 2, we will stay during that time period of the late 50s and early 60s, but we're just going to talk about rhythm and blues and early rock and roll. The wonderful fun group, the Coasters, the classy group, the Drifters, Little Anthony and the Imperials, and Dion and the Belmonts, including Dion's solo career and his work with the Del Santons. 1960s, week 3, brings us the great female pop rock girl groups, the Ronettes, the Shirelles, the Shangri-Las, the Crystals. Week 4, the male pop rock groups from that era, the Four Seasons with all their hit records, Jay and the Americans, a very underrated vocal group, the Righteous Brothers out of LA, and also the LA group Three Dog Night. Week 5, the aforementioned Pride of Oakland, the Pointer Sisters, the classic group, the Mamas and the Papas, the Fifth Dimension, and the gospel, pop, R&B stalwarts, the Staple Singers. The last week brings us to the 60s and into the 70s with the pop rock and really the rhythm and blues male singing groups, the Impressions led by Curtis Mayfield out of Chicago, and the rest of the class will be devoted to the music of Philadelphia International Records, the OJs, the Spinners, the Stylistics, Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes, and others. So there you have it, folks. I hope to see you on Tuesday morning, September 20th, and together we'll make sweet harmony.